welcome to a new vlog. We are back home and I'm actually very glad to be home because it is the most glorious week this week. We are having a little UK early summer heat wave. Straight back into things today. We've actually got a photo shoot here at the house. So I've been up since 5 AM just getting a little bit unpacked, sorting a few bits out and getting myself ready to shoot. I've also popped a little bit of fake tan on because even though obviously we were in the sun for the last few days with my Factor 50, I definitely needed just a little bit more colour. Luckily, we had Scarlett and her friend Maria here looking after the dogs in the house while we were away, so the garden has been nicely watered. It's looking absolutely gorgeous, and I think we're definitely going to take some snaps down in the kitchen garden, so I'm just going to go and do a little tidy up down there. And I've also got quite a few things to unbox with you this morning. We had some lovely deliveries while we were away. I think we'll have a nice barbecue for lunch, so it's going to be a busy day, but it's going to be a lovely day. Let me give you a little garden update. It's still only 9 o'clock in the morning and yet it is already rather toasty, as you might be able to guess by the boys' current positions. Everything in the herbaceous border has just got absolutely ginormous. The sprinklers are on, keeping everything watered. Well, it is looking very abundant down here. We have had quite a few more pigeon attacks, or a lot of you said it might have been rabbits, so I think I need to get a few more cloches. Sweet pea is starting to get really wild, so hopefully it won't be too long until that flowers. But the birds have been doing quite a lot of digging, and I think I'm just going to have to unfortunately pull up the plants that have been eaten alive. Salad bed is looking fabulous. I think I'll pick lots of these leaves for our lunch. And then over here, some more of my beans have started to grow. Put down my trug. This is very exciting indeed. I noticed we have the start here of our very first, I think this is a yellow melon courgette, so that could be rather delicious. I'll keep you updated on its progress. I don't think there are any more courgettes or pumpkins. Oh yes, a tiny little one there. Can you see that? Teeny tiny one. Anything here? This is when it starts to get really fun, when the fruit starts to appear. My goodness, it is already so warm outside that I've had to come inside before shooting because otherwise I'm just going to get too hot and sweaty. Sorry, too much information. I will very much be covering myself in Factor 50 again later and lying out in the garden, but Kat will be here in about half an hour to start shooting, so I thought I would get inside before I literally melt. Well, as you can probably see behind me, I did a little bit of shopping, a little bit of online ordering while we were away, and I also have some gorgeous high street pieces which I'm going to share with you probably a bit later on in the video because I don't have time to do a full trial now, but these bags and boxes are very exciting indeed, and a lot of the stuff here I will probably end up shooting with Kat today. So before I get started with the unboxing, first of all, huge thank you to Karma, who I am working with again this year, this summer. Karma, as I'm sure you all know, I'm sure you all use it, an online shopper's best friend. Karma is a Google Chrome extension which you can add easily, completely free to your browser, so that when you're shopping you can essentially save things to your wish list. You can add size notifications. Say for example you love one of the dresses that I've ordered, but your size is currently showing out of stock. You can just use the little Karma toggle to save it down and you'll get a notification via mobile push or in your inbox when it comes back in stock. You can also set it so that you can get price drop notifications. This is something that I always do, especially with the perks of having a fairly classic and timeless wardrobe, is that a lot of the things that I love them now, but I'll also love them next year. And next year, or in a few months' time, they might be a fraction of the price. So I always save things that are on my wish list to my Karma. I can organise them in wish lists, but also I'll get a notification the second these things drop in value. Several of my Zimmermann pieces I have got with this exact process. It's about to go in the wash, so I won't show you, but the Zimmermann dress that I wore loads during our time in Spain was one of my best Karma purchases. In fact, I got the notification that the price had dropped on the outnet, and then I got another reduction when I got to the checkout, because Karma automatically scans the whole of the web for coupon codes, so you basically always pay the best price. And the best thing is, it's absolutely free. I know so many of you are already using it, but I will leave my link to download Karma for free at the very top of the description box. So without further ado, let's first of all get into, I'm sure many of you can already predict what this is after I fell in love with this item at the Chelsea Flower Show. Anya Hindmarch opened they call it their garden centre on Pont Street, which is kind of off Sloane Avenue between Kings Road, Sloane Square and Knightsbridge, where Harrods is. It is the most beautiful store. There's even an Anya Hindmarch cafe around there. But I saw this item that's in here and I thought that is the most Josie thing in the entire world, and I'd love to get some photos with it today. Oh my god, I love it so much. It is, of course, the Anya Hindmarch garden tote. Am I the bougiest gardener in the entire world? Yes, probably. I did a TikTok about my bougie gardening purchases. In fact, I think it's my most viewed TikTok of all time. TikTok of all time. It's funny, you really can tell that the more you use TikTok, the more you grow, because I hadn't been on it the whole time we were away, didn't grow a pipsqueak, and I've just posted one this morning and we're growing again. Oh no, it wasn't that one. Which one was it? Oh, it's had 45,000 views, which is pretty good. I was going through all of my bougie garden purchases. I have to say, some people on TikTok are unnecessarily pesado, as you would say in Spain, just negative Nellies, and I just don't have time for people like that. So we've got a little card in here, a signed card from Anya Hindmarch herself. How lovely. But guys, is this not the most fabulous thing you've ever seen? So it is this textured coated material. I can keep all of my trowels, my seeds, my string, my twine, my secateurs all in here and literally be the most bougie gardener in the entire world. I just think this is fabulous. It is the most wonderful, so beautifully made, and of course when I have my greenhouse it'll look fabulous displayed in there as well. So what an absolute joy. That is an absolute joy. I had a delivery also from Majuri X Cloud. I don't know who Cloud is, but I feel that they may be Cloud Artistry. Meticulous sculptural vessel. Ooh, designed for your favourite jewellery. Right. So it looks like this is something that you can keep on your bedside table to keep your jewellery and your trinkets in. It's a very satisfying shape. It looks natural marble made by expert artisans in Mexico. It's got a very kind of marine vibe to it. I feel like this would be really good as like a massage stone as well. Thank you, Majuri. And then I have two divine dresses from a beautiful brand called Serafina, and they so kindly offered to send me a couple of their dresses. And confession, I actually had both of these in my shopping basket. Hope you will love and treasure your gift from Serafina. With love, Fiona. That is so lovely. Thank you, Fiona. I had both of these dresses in my basket ready to go. That was literally manifestation at its finest. I love their imagery. It's very kind of English countryside cottage vibes. Their dresses are all absolutely divine. Okay, I cannot wait to try these on. I think they're going to need a quick steam. Oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. Just the most gorgeous design details. You've got this scalloping. Oh, I've had my necklace on backwards all morning. Oops. beautiful scallop detail around the neck. You've got these so tiny little delicate daisies on there. That is my dream kind of sleeve silhouette style. Yes, I'm gonna have to give these a steam and then show it to you properly, because this is not doing it justice. And then the second one, they have done a collaboration with a lady named Jessica Diner. I believe she is a Condé Nast editor, but I might have got that completely wrong. Oh my gosh. This is a Josie dress if I ever saw one, my goodness. Scallop front maxi dress in blush floral. Oh my goodness, look at that, another gorgeous long sleeve dress. The most beautiful silhouette, and look at this floral pattern on there. I'm gonna get both of these steamed and tried on for you. Okay, so here we have the first dress, and my goodness, everything about this dress I just absolutely adore. The silhouette, the way that it is cut to the body is such a magical silhouette. I love the fact that you've got the elasticated detail on the sleeves, so you can really make them as voluminous as you want, or you can pull them down and have them as a long sleeve dress. This very, very delicate little flower pattern. I gave the dress a quick steam, but I think because it's almost like a linen, in fact I think it is 100% linen material, it's probably going to be better ironed as opposed to being steamed, but still a quick steam and it looks perfectly presentable. My favorite kind of silhouette, and I just adore. I love scallops always, but this scallop detail on the neckline is absolutely beautiful. I have paired the dress with these little rattan or raffia mules. These are actually from Debenhams. I think they are so lovely. And I love how the flower detail on the dress gets a little bit more intense as it goes down, almost like an ombre flower detail. But I love that it's mostly white. It is the perfect summer dress. Oh, we all know how much I love a white dress, and this silhouette could not be any more perfect. Look at the way that the skirt hangs. Absolutely beautiful. I've got a sneaky feeling this could very quickly become one of my absolute favorite dress brands. Oh my goodness, I think this is the most me dress I have ever tried on in my entire life. My goodness, so many design details that I just absolutely adore. My gosh, I'm so warm. You can see the veins in my forehead starting to pop out. We have got this gorgeous, absolutely stunning scallop detail. Normally I do up all the buttons, but firstly, that's very time consuming and I can't be bothered. It actually looks really lovely where you can see the scallop of the buttonhole, and then you've got the scallop detail kind of mimicked on the overlay of where the buttons are. You can see the scallops on the sleeve here. I hope we'll be able to get some time to shoot some photos in this dress with Kat later. So if I have any of the edits back, I'll pop them up on the screen here. You have got this beautiful full length cinch you in around the waist. I've actually just grabbed the same belt as the previous dress to pop on with this one. You can cinch the sleeves up to create a little bit of volume, or you could pull them down. Such an elegant garden party dress or special event dress, wedding guest dress, and the same beautiful little raffia shoes. My goodness, I think this has just swiftly become my favorite dress in my collection. Have you ever seen a more Josie dress? I'm just absolutely in love. Another very exciting delivery that arrived today is from Floward, and you guessed it. Don't know if I can fit it all in the camera, but we have got the final version, complete with viburnum, of the Josie Perennial Millennial bouquet. This is the first time I'm actually seeing my bouquet completely finished with the viburnum in. We didn't know if we were going to get the viburnum, which is this one, by the way. We didn't know if we were going to be able to get that last time I had the bouquet, so we had a version without, but this is it. This is the final version. So many of my favorite blooms. So again, I will leave the bouquet linked down below in case you would like to treat yourself or to any loved ones. This is exactly how it comes, in the gorgeous sagey eucalyptus coloured paper with a pink ribbon, and as always I would recommend just snipping the stems and getting it in some water as quickly as possible, which is what we're going to do now. But as Kat is here, we're going to film the process, so there'll be a little reel on my Instagram very soon with exactly what you should do as soon as you receive a bouquet to get it looking fabulous and get the flowers hydrated as soon as you can. Kat and I have been very busy, and we very much deserve this luncheon. We've been shooting some bits for our place and also for Ocado. We have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. And this is our fabulous lunch table setup. Not quite as photogenic, but they smell delicious. These are the Linda McCartney veggie sausage rolls. They actually smell mouth-watering. So on Ocado you can get lots of my Dalesford favourites. So we've got some Leube, some of the sparkling Damascena rose tonic water. Sounds delightful. And then we've got some salad from the garden. Oh, go away, little fly. We've got the Torres truffle crisps, aka best crisps in the whole world. Some olives, some hummus, some salads. And, oh my gosh, this was inspired. You'll see this in an upcoming reel or on my Instagram stories. This is a pea and spring onion burrata frittata made in the new cast iron always pan. It smells delicious and it looks absolutely beautiful. So now it's time for us to tuck in. So our post-lunch shooting has taken us to one of the fields across the road from the house, and it is in the perfect state for snapping. You've got these gorgeous pathways which are all dried out. Definitely not the most sensible of footwear. I'm wearing my, oh, can you see my Aquazzura heels? But it looks... I thought I would just unbox this delivery with you as well, because I always think that by Melina, which is a beautiful brand that I first discovered on Instagram, they do the most beautiful packaging. Everything always comes so beautifully presented. So inside the postage box, we've got this box here, which I will lift out. And then inside, if it's the same as last time, everything is beautifully wrapped in this tissue paper. We've got a little note here, my favourite pieces from the resort collection. It's just so lovely. I'm going to get these out of the paper and show you what I chose. Well, it's obviously not steamed, but seeing as I was just wearing only my bikini earlier, I thought I would just pop this first dress on to show you. It's got the design details that I love, like the bows on the shoulder, and if you look closely, the pattern is actually little shells, which is so lovely for on holiday. And then a really gorgeous, let me put you on the table, just excuse my recycling in the background, really gorgeous maxi length. Look how lovely this material is. It's like pieces of coral, little conch shells, little clam shells. Such a beautiful fabric. I think I will stay in this for the rest of the evening. Okay, we've got the background track of the church, but let me show you these other bits. So we have a couple more gorgeous pieces. First of all, this really lovely light summer top, which is going to be perfect for just sticking on over a bikini. It makes me want a holiday to Greece very, very badly. Perhaps with my Zimmermann shorts would look really cute. I kind of feel like these shells should be the other way up. Do we think this fabric is upside down? I'm not sure. By buying a product made in linen, you choose a fabric that has a long lifetime and is very durable. The linen cultivation has low usage of water and chemicals. Wonderful. And it's got this little crisscross detail at the back, a gorgeous holiday piece. Then we have got this beautiful dress, oh my goodness, with a stunning embroidery, again with a little shell detail. That must be the vibe they're going for this year. Little pin tuck sleeves and a really beautiful belt with this embroidery detail. I'm going to have to give these all a steam and try them on for you later in the video. And last but not least, this beautiful swimsuit with the ruffles going over the arms, really wonderful low scoop back. And again, the lovely coral and shell pattern. We are due a mega hot day tomorrow, so I feel like this could be the perfect thing to wear while I'm sunbathing out on the deck chairs. And my final delivery that I've opened up today, we had quite a few to catch up on after our days away, is this lovely selection of 6 wines from a company called Chinwag Wines. And what they do is they edit together wines that are homegrown, so these are all from UK based vineyards. A lot of them are boutique, small family run businesses. It's a great way of discovering some new wines, and as you know, Charlie and I love to support British businesses where we can. So let's have a little look. We have got English quality wine, a couple of whites here from Lowick Vineyard. Gosh, this is not too far away. Walking around a once-forgotten Northamptonshire meadow, two gentlemen and a dog called Fizzed noticed that the sun was shining in the right direction. The soil was tested and an idea born and a vine was planted. 5,000 vines, and 9 years later, awards have been won and the dream has become a reality. Lowick Vineyard is proud to present handcrafted wine for your enjoyment. How lovely, and to think that this is only about an hour down the road from us. And then here we have got single vineyard wine from, is it Dillion's? Dillion's Vineyard. Beautiful label. I love the fact that you've got the cow parsley, the pears, the lemons, and I love the colour of this lid. This sage green top from Dillion's. Gosh, I bet these are absolutely scrumptious. Love this branding. Really, really nice. Vegetarian wine. An aromatic Bacchus with hints of elderflower, tropical fruit and delightful floral character. I love a white wine like this with a risotto. That sounds absolutely perfect. I'm sure we'll enjoy that this weekend. And then we have got Fox and Fox Mayfield, a mosaic red wine. Traditional, oh no, this is a sparkling wine. Lovely. Where are they based? East Sussex, not too far from Wilderness, I imagine. A blend of white wine produced from different parcels of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, grown in East Sussex. That sounds lovely, and again, beautiful branding. Then what do we have here? The Winery, a 2020 Pinot Noir. Proud to produce wine in England's most northerly winery. That's a good claim to fame. So this is in Gateshead, which I'm afraid to admit I don't actually know where that is. A subtle smoky spice from the 5 months in French oak barrels. Pairs beautifully with lamb or a confit duck. Wonderful. And then of course, I saved potentially the best till last, a couple of rosés. Again, we have got something here from the Lowick Vineyard, which is the one not too far away from us. Wine of England. Oh gosh, it was actually bottled in Herefordshire, which is super close to us. Something that I used to do when I was trying to raise money for my trip to Tanzania when I was younger, is I sent letters around everyone in our village saying I could do any odd jobs for them, and someone in our village actually made wine, and one of my many jobs was sticking the labels on the wine. It would be very funny if it turned out that one of them was from one of these companies, but it would say our old village name on here instead of Ledbury, but that's not too far away. And again, just gosh, I'm in love with this brand's stickers and labels, Dillion's. So this is their 2020 rosé. Got some pomegranates, some more flowers on the front there. Rosé made from Pinot Noir grape, a delightful summer aroma of strawberries and cream with hints of pomegranate and cherry left on the palate. Refreshing and light, can happily be drunk on its own, but also pairs well with chicken, salmon or any seasonal salad. Well, what a beautiful selection, a great discovery of wines. So thank you very much to Chinwag. You can get bottles of 6 and I'll leave them linked in the description box down below. Dinner is served. Charlie has prepared one of our non-atonda deliveries, fresh pasta. This is a slow cooked, I think, pulled pork shoulder, ragu. And gosh, my mouth is watering. This looks absolutely scrumptious.
It's been a protect dog, this.
It's petrifying.
You really are. Completely pointless.
Oh my gosh. He's the loveliest creature on the entire planet.
I've got Dexy here, it's just eyeing me up down there.
That smirk.
Oh, that fat Tom.
He's actually smirking.
I won't let you hold my poor daddy.
No, don't touch my paws. That's a nice t-shirt.
Dickens bought it from me.
Oh, did he? With what money?
I borrowed it off my brother at a rate of 140% interest.
Yes. He said that anything under 150% APR is a really good deal.
Rare. You looked.
Daddy,
You're
I'm
like a little teddy bear.
a bit tired today, Daddy. You know, it's tough. It's tough having a fur coat on in the sunshine.
Hinting down here. He just put his snout on my leg and there you go. Oh, that is a fat tummy. Hey?
Lovely boy.
Lovely chap. Right, let's have a little search for breakfast. Yeah, chap.
Hello, my moo-moo. Good morning, my darlings. It is now Friday, aka heatwave day. This is the day that we have all been waiting for, with temperatures predicted to be up to 34 degrees today, which for here in the UK is very, very hot indeed. I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning getting as much work done as possible, because as much as I will attempt to work out here under the parasol later, I'm going to want to be in the sun as much as possible. I've got a Pilates class this morning at 10 in Great Shoe with Chloe. Chloe is my instructor at Dalesford, but she's doing a class at Great Shoe today, I think on the green opposite Quince and Clover, as like a charity class for the school, the primary school there, so I'm going to go along to that, hence my Adenola outfit this morning. I think my discount code should still, hopefully still work, Josie10, for 10% off Adenola. If you guys are signed up to the Friday newsletter, it's just about to go out, and I've done a little edit of my favourite Adenola pieces to make the most of the discount code in there. But I've got about 20 minutes until I need to leave, so as you might be able to tell from the table behind me, the terrace is currently looking a bit like a florist. Sorry about the wind, by the way. Hopefully you can still hear me. The garden is looking amazing. It is literally overflowing with flowers, and it's been about 10 days since I did any arranging for the bits in the house. So I need to go around and get some more vases, but these are the bouquets which are old, so as you can see, well, I've already pulled out some of the totally dead flowers, but what I like to do is cherry pick the ones which are still looking good, any which dry out particularly nicely. This has been up in our bedroom for 10 days. Obviously this cosmos has gone over. Salvia lasts really well, but it's also very abundant in our garden, so I might freshen that up. And then this is my perennial millennial bouquet, which is about 10 days old now. This is one we did the very first shoot with. Loads of the blooms still looking amazing, so I'm going to deconstruct this and put anything that still looks great into some posy glasses. Oh, this one's blown over. This is the wild bouquet that I made the morning before heading to Sussex for wilderness. Again, the wildflower still looking amazing, but they all just need a big freshen up. So I'm going to start by deconstructing the actual vases and then creating some new displays. Vases left over. I'm going to do some picking from our garden when I get back from Pilates. This is a few of the blooms which are left over from my perennial millennial bouquet. I love these, and I'm so happy that they're long lasting. I'm going to pop this up in our bedroom. You can't really see aside from the silhouette, but here is this is kind of a mixture of the wildflower from the bouquet that we used to have in our bedroom, and also the bouquet of flowers that I was given by Portia when we picked up the car. So that's a nice wild display in here. And then hopefully you spotted at the end of my video just before we went to Spain, I put this together. I've also done a TikTok of putting this together, and that has lasted really well. I need to top up the water and freshen up the wildflower in here, but it's still looking absolutely gorgeous. Oh, there we go. It's always nice to have some fresh flowers in the bedroom, even if it's just a tiny little bouquet like this. And look at this view. We left the windows open last night, and it was so magical falling asleep to this view, and I love how this field is at the moment. Can you see the wind just blowing the grasses? It looks so lovely. And we can see all the roses coming out in bloom. Gosh, that is hot. Well, this is very exciting. My first proper journey in my new car. Obviously I did go for that lovely little road trip up to the Sophie Conran house the day that I bought the car, and then we went on holiday. So I feel like I haven't even got to enjoy it, but I am in love with this car. I love it so much. think it is so beautiful. The brown interiors, I predict that brown car interiors are going to become a big trend. I think it is so classic and beautiful and just something a little bit different to your black interior. So I had the car charging overnight last night. We are getting a charging station actually put in. Oops, I can't move with where the camera currently is because it just topples over. I need to figure out my car cam, dash cam setup. But yes, because I had the car charging overnight, today I can drive fully electrically, and most of the journeys that I do around here are within my range, so I should be able to do 90% of my driving fully electrically, which is amazing. But then I also have the backup that the car is a hybrid, so if I need to do long journeys then we're all good. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my drive down to Great Shoe and I'll see you when we get there. After a wonderful Pilates class, and I have made my usual summer lunch now that the salad is doing really well in the garden and needs to be regularly harvested. So I've just added some olive oil, some balsamic glaze, a little bit of honey and some seeds to the top, and then this is my mixed herb burrata frittata. Great fun to say. So this is my homegrown lunch for today. Still doing my rose petal drying for our wedding confetti, and I have to say thank you to you guys that recommended putting the little silica bags. You know, these always come in the post, whether it's with new clothing or sometimes some home things, and you guys said that when I store the rose petals, which I'm doing in a shoebox in the garden shed, to put these in there as well, which will help to keep them dried out and not go all soggy. I think I actually slightly burnt that last batch, but we've got so many roses in bloom at the moment, and just before they drop their petals, I'll kind of show you my process, but once it's on the agar, if I keep it on the lower temperature one, I think they'll be fine. But that last batch I put on the higher temperature overnight, so I'll try these on the lower temperature just for a couple of hours. It's interesting to compare how the lighter petals do as opposed to the darker ones, but if you imagine a rose head, if you just kind of gently, you can tell when they're about to die because the head kind of flops over, and if you gently pull at the petals and they come off in your hand straight away, it would only have been a matter of hours until they naturally fell off the rose anyway. In fact, let me show you outside. I was also thinking as well how wholesome it would be if I came out on our wedding morning and actually grabbed some fresh petals. So I'm just going to step into the border. So here's some beautiful roses here. Now if I just apply the tiniest bit of pressure, all of the petals have come off in my hand here, so that's absolutely perfect. You don't want to apply too much pressure because then it means that they would have stayed on the plant a bit longer, but that probably would only have been a couple of hours until the wind made all of these fall on the floor. I can't do it now with one hand, but then you want to pinch this bit, essentially deadheading the rose so that all the energy can go back down and produce some new blooms. I really am procrastinating now because I have to sit down and do some emails and select some of the photos that Kat sent me over the previews of, but as you can guess, I'm going to do a little bit more flower arranging. Lila and Jay get back from Spain tomorrow. They stayed out there longer than us, so I'm going to fill this vase up with a little wildflower bouquet so that there's something pretty in Lila's living room for her to come home to. And because I need quite a lot, as it's a very wide-brimmed vase, I'm just gonna get loads of wildflower and make it really wild and wonderful. Every time I come down here at the moment, it's changing. So at the moment, I think this kind of looks like love in a mist, but I'm not sure if it is, but plenty of things in here with some height. Can you see that flower there? Don't know if you'll be able to see it. It looks like a purple clematis. Oh, so many beautiful blooms. Perfect for creating lovely wild displays. certainly is a wild display, but I think the wilder the better. So we've got loads of wildflower from down next to the kitchen garden. As you saw, I picked loads of that, got it in the water straight away. And then even though the alliums have gone over and they're turning to seed heads, I still think they make for amazing structure in these bouquets. I always start with the green, add the wildflower, and then add the statement bits. Salvia we have got so much of, and it's just gorgeous adding that pop of colour. That's this one here, and it also dries out beautifully. And then because we also have so many lupins in this beautiful purple colour, I've added a few of those. The pods are just so amazing. They're like little cushions, little 3D cushions. And then this digitalis was just flopped down on the path, and Dexter kept sniffing it. There were lots of bumblebees paying interest to this, and it was only a matter of time until Dexter got a bumblebee stinging his snout. So I thought, for the sake of Dexy not getting stung, I'll pick that one up. So yeah, very, very wild and voluminous display, but I'm going to pop this on Lala's dining table so it's ready for her on her return. Dexy is very confused as to where his granny is.
Looking for her, wasn't he?
I don't know where she is, and I'm really sad about it. Normally I get so many kisses when I come over here. Just wanted to show you Lala's current view because
I think this is winter barley, right?
It's just gorgeous. It looks like water, doesn't it?
Winter barley, I think is what it is. I think
that is hypnotic. Look at the ripples of the wind.
Could it be wheat? I'm sure Martin said it was winter barley.
Yeah, wheat has got more. Barley has got more leaf, and wheat is the one in the field that's really dried out, you know, by the church.
Okay. This is how spectacular that is to watch. I mean, obviously your mum has the best view on the property.
She definitely does.
But look at that. For like, you don't even need a TV.
No. That could be, like, if you just watched a video of this, maybe I'll just leave my camera here for an hour, because that's like a meditation watching that.
And it is like
literally looks like water, doesn't it? The way the wind is blowing on it.
And it is like a postcard, this view.
It's magical. What do you think, Dexy? Beautiful. Right, let's get back in the sun. Lala's gravel garden is also looking wonderful. She's got also some alliums going into seed, and then this island has really got big and bushy since you last saw it. Lots of
the roses, the climbing roses, though.
What, them? They're beautiful. It's very typical Cotswoldy to see these mushrooms, and this was one from our old house. She's got some alchemilla, some salvia, some erigeron down here. Such a lovely little pathway and a perfect shaded courtyard. Some big purple iris, more little stone items, little mushroom, little bird bath. And the perfect spot to enjoy that dappled afternoon sun. Not going to do much face to camera vlogging for the rest of the day because this is my appearance. Just so you know how I'll be spending the rest of the day. My heatwave slash kind of holiday outfit. I don't really care how I look. It's all about practicality. Of course, bikini. I do have, this is one of my oldest bikini tops, and it's kind of my tanning bikini top. It's from Melissa Odebash, and it's obviously strapless, so I love wearing that one for tanning, but we have had the decorator and Martin here mowing our lawns, so I wanted to be a little bit more covered up. These are some little, they are this kind of like linen material shorts with elasticated waistband from H&M, my Amazon visor because I never like to have the sun on my face, and SPF 30 on my body, SPF 50 on my face. So that's my outfit for the rest of the day. I've just made myself the most delicious iced oat milk latte. They are so scrumptious. It's literally, I make a coffee, I pour myself like an Americano, is that what just a long black coffee is? About an hour before I want this. So as soon as I had lunch, I made the coffee on our coffee machine, put that in the fridge because I can't actually make cold coffee from this machine. And then as you've just seen in the Thermomix, I added 3 cubes of ice, a good splash of oat milk and some vanilla syrup. And it is just delicious. If I had vanilla ice cream in the house, I'd have put a dollop of ice cream in there as well to make it into a milkshake, but this is better than any iced coffee that I'll ever get from a restaurant. Better than the Soho House ones, better than anywhere. It is so good. I've also, this morning I also put some of this on my body. It is the Tom Ford Soleil Brûlant Shimmering Body Oil. I had this on while I did Pilates this morning. This is a very expensive product, but it smells amazing. It gives you just the most beautiful, I feel really nerdy talking about Tom Ford looking like this, gives the most beautiful shimmer to your skin. It literally looks like you are glowing. You look so healthy when you've got this on. So if you're feeling a little bit self-conscious, like getting your legs out for the first time in summer, for example, then this is absolutely gorgeous. Obviously it is a very expensive product, so this would be a great thing to add to your Karma. You could make a beauty wish list and add luxury products like this to your Karma, because then you'll get any notifications if any of the retailers drop the price on this, or have like a site-wide discount. I have got a few beauty discounts on at the moment, so Josie F20 is my 20% off. Oh, actually it might be 25. I'll leave them all listed down below, but I've got an Elemis discount code, which is either 20 or 25%. I've got a Look Fantastic discount code, which is, I believe, Josie20 on Aurelia products. So yeah, I've got some, I think you might be able to get Tom Ford on Look Fantastic. I'm pretty sure you can. In which case you could use that discount code. But yeah, add it to your Karma, and then you never know, when you get to checkout, you might get another discount. So yes, I had that on my body earlier, but now I've got the Decléor, I'll show you, Decléor SPF 30 Aloe Vera Sun Biphase Oil. It looks like this. It smells really it smells really nice. It's very light, a little bit floral. It says it's got 3 botanical oils in there of natural origin, antioxidant, lovely. And it is an oil, but it's really lovely and lightweight, because I always think that I want something that almost is like a water consistency when I'm out in the sun. And this keeps my body really nicely hydrated as well, because there's nothing worse than getting dry skin when you're lying out in the sun. Anyway, speaking of which, I'm going to go back out there. With this visor on as well, I can still see my phone screen really clearly, so I'm actually working while lying out in the sun, which is great. I have to come back in every now and then. I've got my laptop here in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm just kind of hopping in and out, getting as much work done as I can before the weekend without missing out on this heat wave. Well, after saying I felt very unglamorous about an hour ago, we received an invitation for a last-minute barbecue at our friend's house tonight. So, hair is still unwashed, scraped back in a ponytail with lots of dry shampoo, and I've popped on a tiny bit of makeup. And do you remember this H&M dress from a couple of years ago? It wasn't even any designer collaboration. I thought originally it might have been one of the Brock collection ones, or maybe it is, but yeah, just a £30 H&M dress, still one of my favourites. It's got some beautiful pleating in the bodice. This is, again, one that you could potentially add to your Karma, because it is almost definitely sold out on the H&M website now, but who knows, maybe one will come back in stock. So this is my outfit of the evening, and it's time to go.
My watch goes quite well with the car then.